What's up, gamers? Let's get going here. How we doing today? Hey, Quark! Quark! We're right into it. Oh. Thank you. We entered a room. That's right, we're looking for Quark. Now I remember. He's not here. I checked both rooms.
He's not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Am I kind of loud to anyone else, or is it just me? Did Miyoji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the infirmary.
Right. Okay, let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
Could just be me. I think it's fine? Okay, I turned it down a little bit, but let me know if it's too quiet or anything. Bang. Hey, what's up, Brendan? You changed your color, Brendan? I feel like you're not usually blue. You went through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah, maybe Quark went there.
Fine. Follow me.
Huh. I think you're not usually blue, but maybe you are. This map's big, dude. This is a huge map. Pantry.
The pantry.
This is... Pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta, too.
That's a lot of food.
Can't help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2, you think you should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, he clearly does not know how it is being old. I have no idea how old I am. How on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. You look like you're 13 if you're a day? What does that mean? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. What does that mean? I don't think I've ever heard that phrase in my life. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, give me a break, you little punk.
Don't call me little. I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
That's so Sasuke core. Ugh. Fine, whatever. So this place is enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like this stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah, the use-by date is about 100 years from now.
I think it's saying, if anything, you look like you're 13 if you're a day. If anything, you... But what does if you're a day mean? Is that it? I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me. How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You look 13 if anything. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't see how, like, is that, did you look it up? Is that what that phrase means? You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
I guess you could say that.
So you ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as possibly dangerous?
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot.
I mean, that's what I would assume.
Else.
What?
Twice cooked pork.
Oh, for God's sake. Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork?
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
This might seem hard to believe.
Bullshit.
Oh, come on. At least let me tell you first. All right. I explained how we'd found a room called the Golem Bay on the other side of the green door, and how we'd met a robot there named GOLM who had told a very interesting story.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something. So the last thing
Yeah.
he said was, see, right in the middle of...
Yeah.
Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this was utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please explain.
Well, maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words... Sigma! Phi!
That's a bit of a stretch, Phi, but
There you
maybe.
are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is... Just come with me.
She
She's in
dead?
the crew quarters.
Oh. I feel like, is this story gonna change like massively between these different like runs? I feel like it's gonna be so different. Like 999, like there was some differences, and obviously at the end it made like little things added up to make a big difference at the end, but by and large it was more or less the same. Oh yeah, she's dead. Okay. Cool. Cool, she was stabbed. What? No. This isn't real. All I could hear was Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in the turbulence, it's hard to explain. You feel the sudden alien weightlessness of a long fall, and for just a moment you're painfully aware of the fact that you were thousands of feet above the earth, in a flimsy machine made by fallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that nobody actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. Okay, first off, planes really aren't flimsy. Second off, I think we understand how flight works, but okay, Sigma. I knelt down beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but I wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to make 3 progressively calmer breaths, then stood. I clenched my fist, took one last breath, and turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B, couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean?
Guys, we're calling an emergency meeting. We're voting Dio out.
You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body.
Classic Among Us
You
deflection.
want to be like that? And the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her?
Dio sus. Hey, what's up, Ian?
Tell Alice. You guys go on ahead. Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together.
What?
Don't do this.
Clover?
I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that.
How is he not sus?
I'm going to get revenge.
Dude, Clover, you like okay, I like you, Clover, but you do have like a little bit of a crazy side. Like one thing happens and you just want to kill everybody.
I'll find out who killed you. And I'll...
Like in the first game, she murders everybody if she doesn't find out that Snake is okay.
Shut up!
Hey, Clover.
Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke, but before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
I'll keep my revenge. Mioji took off in pursuit, and I made a follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are two possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us.
And she's gonna kill all
I
of
doubt
you.
she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, yes, but none of us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct, but only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you
Do
mean?
you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
It's a valid theory.
Anyone do such a horrible thing?
I don't think it's right, but it's a valid theory.
Because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
People who just like Dio would what, murder people? Hold on a minute. That doesn't mean they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding out somewhere.
No,
Well, why not?
there's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Sr. has a body. Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the real Zero was one of us.
I thought about what Kay had said. The killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Mioji. Bai, maybe? Okay, do we really need to pass through every possible individual? No, it couldn't be her. I'd been with Fi the whole time we were looking for Quark. There was no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there were 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Mioji. Where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded,
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
And the question is, did she disobey? Well, if she disobeyed the rules, she would have just gotten injected. She wouldn't have gotten killed. Like stabbed. The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight, gave Alice one last nod, and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor. There's so much. There's so much. I got these 2 endings as a possibility. To the far left. I didn't mean to go to the far left, but I guess I did. Green door, huh? Thank God they have this flow system. I would hate this game if it didn't have a flow
Look,
system.
2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is, well, I'd rather not say it.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left.
Well, Luna wasn't going to choose Betray anyway.
If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
The flow
Stop
test makes
that,
you feel
Theo.
insane, but you prefer to not having it. Oh, because you can see all of them in the flowchart?
I would have chosen Ally regardless.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
See? You really shouldn't. My dick got blown off.
This is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Theo!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Phi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose Ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing Betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose Ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the 2 of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Phi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. I think someone of my...
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that.
What?
What did he say? You think someone of my stature... You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve!
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose Betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
This is more or less this is what happened in like the game show version of this, where like it was like you have 2 orbs and you have to choose whether you're gonna betray or ally with the other person you're playing against. And the guy was like, I'm gonna betray you, I'm gonna betray you, I'm gonna betray you. Like I'm going to pick Betray. And eventually the guy picked what was it? He picked what was it? I think the guy picked Betray because he was gonna get betrayed, but then the guy actually picked Ally and like split the money or something. Now I can't remember exactly how it worked, but it was basically like a way to get out of this whole conundrum.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Phi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing Betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
Then what are you going to do?
Kay needs to choose Ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that she'll choose Ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio,
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
The moment Dio turned his head, Fi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AB gate. Bench. Sucker!
You bitch! God damn it, Fi! Open this fucking door!
Yeah, she's very Sasuke core. He pounded on the door, screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, then ran to the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner. Members of a pair.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
Silent treatment, dog.
This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Fi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Fi will choose Ally just went way up. After all, if you pick Ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
But don't you think Vi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Vi is going to choose Ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose Ally.
2 minutes remain.
We don't have much time left. Let's go.
Okay.
Right.
Sigma?
Hmm?
You are going to choose Ally, right?
Of course. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So I'd have to wait until the next round anyway. Make sense?
Oh, I see.
Huh?
Nothing. Never mind. Anyway, you promised. You have to choose Ally.
Right. I will. I don't want to do this and not choose Ally. But I know I'm gonna have to at some point. Luna's so sweet.
30 seconds remain.
Now, what am I going to do? Well, I guess there really isn't any question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick Ally. But what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
Bro, I don't want to have to do that.
9,
This is like
8,
effing
6,
little
5,
goody two shoes all over again.
3, 2, 1.
Why do I wait until the last
Round
possible
2
second
of
every
the
time?
Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be. Thank you, Ambidex.
You wouldn't download a lie, would you? How's it going, Adrian?
Results from. Please direct.
Phew, knew it. Uh-oh, Clover. I'm doing well, I'm doing well. Okay, so Tin Myoji and Quark. Wait, Quark can technically escape now. But not Tin Myoji.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please
Hey, what's up,
check
Bafo?
your bracelet to see your updated bracelet.
No one's dead yet, which is great, except for Alice. I mean, except for Alice. No need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Anyway, thank you too.
It was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do. Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we'll get to pair up in the next round too.
Because I'll choose Ally?
Yeah, you're an opponent I can
If
trust.
we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I've already chosen Ally twice.
Right.
So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sound good?
Okay.
Come on, why do you look so sad?
Well, it's just... there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Oh, yes,
We still haven't found Quark either, huh?
that too.
Still, Quark's BP is 9 now. Technically, he's 1. I don't like that fact, though.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
Absolutely no one is dead. No one of consequence, anyway.
No, everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how could you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah,
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
And Mioji didn't respond, just turned and walked off toward the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up short.
Oh,
She spun on her heel and headed off toward the cyan door instead. You know, I love how Ivy's just been sitting in the corner on of the screen since Subnautica.
What just happened? I thought Clover had said she didn't trust any of us anymore.
Yeah, I know. But then she chooses ally. Then Mioji must have said something to her before the last round started, but what? Come to think of it, didn't you choose ally too?
Yes, I did. Fei put herself in a situation where choosing betray would be unwise. If she had chosen betray,
No.
Dio would have 9 BP now. I concluded that her desire to avoid that outcome would be
No,
stronger
please.
than her desire to protect herself with betray.
Slay.
So I voted accordingly.
that was her guarantee?
Yes.
Then why didn't you choose betray? You could be walking out of here with 9 points right now.
It's because you promised, right?
Yes, that too, I suppose.
These fucking Ed, Ed, and Eddie pictures. There was another reason.
Yes.
What was it?
It's difficult to explain. I suppose you could say I felt a connection.
Ooh, Kay likes Fi. What do you mean by that?
Well, when we were investigating the pantry together, I felt that Fei was somehow similar to me. Something in me said, don't betray her. You could call it intuition, I suppose.
Cut it out. Gut feelings are bullshit.
Fei.
She's so blunt, dude.
Besides,
So Sasuke.
you don't get to have a connection with me unless I give you permission. And I don't remember doing that.
Sasuke to effing Amanda.
You're acting like we're pals or something. Kinda skeeves me out, to be honest.
What the hell, man? He did you a favor and now you're gonna give him shit for it?
You chose ally too. Didn't you do that because you trusted him?
Not exactly. I just made him trust me.
But then I would have locked on a type here.
When we were in the pantry, I stuffed my face like an idiot. That got him to lower his guard.
What?
Honestly, Fi's voice sounds pretty similar to the voice Brennan does for Sasuke. Did you really think that would be enough to convince him? I mean, if you were wrong, then he could have escaped and left you behind.
What are you getting at?
Well, I'm just thinking that maybe you felt some kind of connection to him too.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to feel a connection for a guy whose face I haven't even seen?
You tell me.
Shut up.
If we could change the subject, where did Dio
Yeah,
go?
where'd that little rat bastard go? Yeah, that's a good question.
He must have been here for the results.
Oh, I saw him leave. He checked the results and then left through the yellow door.
So, where did he go? Suddenly the warehouse was filled with the groan and clang of metal doors grinding shut.
The Amberdex gates have closed.
To milk it.
Round start. There is no set limit on usage of the star
Oh?
keys. The Amberdex gates can be opened
What?
as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh? Then that
As long
means...
as you have the star keys, you can play the AB game as many times as you want.
You probably won't be allowed to play it continuously, however. There's a period of time between when the doors open and when the polling ends.
Based off the last 2 rounds, I think it's about 45 minutes long.
So you can repeat the game once every 45 minutes or so.
Oh, that's right. Remember what
What?
Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
You have an infinite number of tries, but you have to connect them in such a way that everyone gets out. But you can just ally a bunch, in theory. What are your bracelets, guys? Looks like I'm a magenta pair.
Me too. Looks like we're pairing up again. Better than getting stuck with Dio, I guess.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm a yellow pair. What about you?
I'm a solo, but I'm green.
Wait, green? Hold on a minute. Weren't the colors for the first game red, green, and blue? And we used these colors to open the magenta, yellow, and cyan doors, right?
Yes, that's right.
In the next round, we had magenta, yellow, and cyan bracelets and opened the red, green, and blue doors, right?
Yes.
But this time we've got magenta and yellow pairs, but also a green solo? What color doors are we supposed to open?
And where are they?
Well, we need to check the other bracelets before we make any decisions.
That means Dio, Tenmyoji, and Clover.
What is this? What is this thing that she's wearing? What is this little like symbol on her shirt? And Quark.
We'll need to check Alice's bracelet too. Anyone could just pick it up now.
I will try and find the remaining people and their bracelets.
Franklin badge.
Quark will be my first priority.
I'll come with you.
Very well.
I'll go check on Alice's bracelet.
I forgot.
And don't forget to, retrieve it. We'll likely need it to get through the chromatic doors.
Projectiles need not apply.
Right. Sigma, can you come with me?
What? Oh, okay. Let's go. I'm gonna have to see her again. I feel sick just thinking about it.
Shouldn't we decide on a time to meet up? Just in case? Let's see. When do the doors open?
Hour and 30 minutes, wow.
An hour and 21 minutes.
21 minutes, sorry, Fi.
Then let's take half of that. What do you say we all meet back here in 40 minutes?
Sounds good. Jay, I don't know what they were thinking. Kay and Luna stepped through the magenta door and out of the warehouse. He's kind of a Sigma male, though, I gotta say. Hey, you don't think Kay's the killer, do you?
Maybe.
Maybe. But if he is, then Luna's in danger.
Maybe.
Damn it, Fi!
You're not one to talk. I didn't see you stopping her.
Well, yeah, but I just had this gut feeling that I could trust him.
A gut feeling, huh? Sure you're not the one who's feeling a connection to our armored friend? I mean, all that plating is pretty flattering to his figure.
That's not
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah.
Have you considered that it might be Luna?
No, that's not even possible.
Why not?
Because Luna didn't need a knife to kill Alice. When you played the last round, Alice's BP was 1. Luna was playing against the 2 of us. All she would have had to do was convince us to vote allies, and she could have killed Alice easily.
She would have just had to pick Betray. But
Exactly.
if she'd done that, do you really think the rest of us would have let her get away with it?
Are you gay?
We'd probably have tied her up or locked her away or something. Besides, there's no way in hell Alice would have chosen ally. The only way to get an ally vote from your pair would have been to physically overpower Alice. Or trick her like I did with Dio.
So, what? You're saying Luna's the killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the possibility exists. Even if she was, I don't think we'd need to worry about Kay's safety.
What else does this person voice at? Because, like, I
He's got
really
a full
like her
suit of
voice.
armor. I'm betting he's pretty hard to kill with all that on. Alright, I think that's enough of that. Let's go check Alice's bracelet.
Boop, 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 boop. You're kidding me. Didn't we talk about that already? Didn't we talk about her playing Rouge the Bat already? Clover. Hey, come on, don't run away.
Run away?
Well, it sure looked like you were about to try to... Sorry. Well, it sure looked like you were trying to get away from us.
I wasn't running away, though I just don't want to talk to you.
Isn't that pretty much the same thing? Look, running away isn't going to do you any good. Don't you want to try and find out who killed Alice? Well, you're not going to be able to figure that out unless you talk to people.
I don't need to.
Why not?
I already figured out
Ooh.
who did it.
Who was
I
it?
can't tell you.
Why not?
You might be working with them. Both of you could be in on it.
Oh, come on. Of course we're
Forget
not.
about it. There's no point. Doesn't matter what you tell her, she's never going to believe you. Just tell us one thing, Clover.
The most annoying woman ever in Fire in the Three Houses.
How did you know who it was?
I noticed something.
And what was that?
Alice figured it out too, before she...
What was it?
Why don't you figure that out yourselves? Anyway, I gotta go.
Aaron Strassman was in the Thumb movies. Ooh. Hey, wait, Clover! Oh, there she goes. Ah, shit!
What's wrong?
I forgot to ask Clover what color her bracelet is
Oh.
now.
Really? That's it? Calm down. She's a cyan pear.
Saw it?
Yeah. Snuck a peek at it when she ran by. And it looks like Alice's is a blue solo.
Where am I at in the flow here? Uh-oh. She reached down and casually picked Alice's bracelet up off the floor.
I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, good idea. I wonder what it was that Clover noticed.
You mean what Alice noticed? Were you even listening?
Fine. What did Alice notice? Vi didn't answer. Instead, she knelt down and began to examine Alice's body. What are you doing?
I'm investigating.
Ghouls in Fallout New Vegas. Oh. What are you investigating?
What does it look like I'm investigating? I'm looking for any clues to what she figured out before she died.
Hey, welcome back, DZ.
Huh. Found something already. Have a look.
Vi held something out. It was a handkerchief stained reddish brown. Is that blood?
Looks like it.
Blood?
It's darker than Alice's, so it's probably been on her since before she died.
If it's not hers, whose blood is it? The old lady?
Maybe.
Do you think Alice killed her?
Who knows? She could have just found this somewhere for all we know.
Hmm. And you think she figured something out from this handkerchief?
Can't say for sure, but it's definitely a possibility. So, time we moved on. We need to figure out what Tenmyoji and Dio's bracelets have changed to.
I'm not sure we're gonna get that opportunity, Fi, looking at the flowchart. And we need to find Quark.
Yeah.
Let's take the blue door then. We should be able to get to the room Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover went to that way.
Sounds good.
Although, as in the first game, you really never know how long one of these individual things is gonna be. Could be an hour worth of cutscenes, could be 4, could be 30 seconds. You never know. Oh, thank God I'm de-yassified. Oh! Oh! I haven't had Ivy for a while. Bald Emmy win? Never. I put my foot down on Bald Emmy. I'm worried enough about that in real life. Says Rec Room. This is the only door that's unlocked.
Yeah. So this is where Tenmyoji's team went.
I'm gonna open it, alright?
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to keep asking permission.
Okay. Is this supposed to be like a reference to the first game? Where oh shit, why am I forgetting his name? Where oh shiz. Well, the main character would constantly like ask for permission multiple times before he did anything. Are they like making fun of it in this one? Shinji? No, it's not Shinji. Junpei. Okay. Maid dress Emmy win. Whenever Sheepy draws it. That one's gonna be expensive though. 10,000. Yeah, what the F's that thing going to do in here? Tenmyoji. I'm guessing from your face that Quark is still missing?
No sign of him, huh?
Happy? I'm asking
What?
if you're happy Quark's still missing.
No, of course not. Why would I be?
And then does it hurt? Are you so terrified about whether or not he's safe that it feels like someone's got your chest in a vice? I didn't think so. Quark's got 9 BP. If I find him first, I might make him escape. So it's better for you if I haven't found him yet. Am I wrong?
Tenmyoji, what's going on here? Doesn't sound like you. I know you're worried about Quark, but...
And just what the hell do you know? He's all I've got left. If something happens to him, I'll...
Tenmyoji.
It's all my fault. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I never should have brought him here.
Did you say brought?
Yes. Zero made me an offer.
But wait a minute! I thought you said that you and Quark were abducted like the rest of us.
You mean you came here voluntarily?
Hey, answer me! What the hell is going on here?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets?
Huh?
Why?
Please, just do it.
Vi and I looked at one another. Neither one of us knew what was going on, but there was no reason to refuse. We shrugged and did as we'd been told. Then suddenly... Ah! In the blink of an eye, Tenmyoji had pulled some sort of can from his pocket and sprayed both our wrists with it. Hey, what the hell, man?
Calm down. It's not going to hurt you.
Is this some kind of chemical?
Yeah, I found it when I was searching this room.
I'm on like a keto diet, dude. He walked toward the door and flipped the light switch.
Good work. It's dark now.
Aye!
Show me your bracelets again.
Holy shiz, dude, she's got a long nail. You see that? She could scratch somebody's eyes out with that.
That stuff you sprayed us with was luminol, wasn't it?
Yeah. How'd you figure that out?
I guessed when you turned off the light.
Isn't that the stuff they use on cop shows to find blood and, other stuff?
Yeah.
Why did you spray us?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one
What?
of you is Zero's senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yep.
Someone mind explaining this to me?
Well, you know as much as I do now. I was just making guesses based on what he was doing.
Hey, Tenmyoji.
Sorry, but I've got to go. I need to go look for Quark.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't let that happen. You dropped a real bomb back there, and I'm not about to just ignore it. What did you mean when you said that Zero made you an offer? Why are you here?
Can't tell you.
Why not? I don't really understand how, but you seem to have decided that neither of us is Zero Senior, right?
Yeah?
Then why?
You don't get it. I can't tell you no matter who you are. Right now, we might as well assume Quark is a hostage. Zero Jr. seems to be aware of everything that goes on here. If I tell you, he'll know. And then God only knows what Zero Sr. will do. Please, I'm asking you, put yourself in my shoes.
He makes a valid point. I looked him in the eyes for the first time since we'd entered the room and saw nothing but years of loneliness and regret. Before I could speak, he turned and left the room. Hey, can I ask you a question?
It won't do you any good. Whatever you want to know, I don't know anything about it.
No, it's not about what just happened.
Yeah? Then what is it? Oh, I see. You mean his bracelet, right? Chill, man. He's a red solo. I had a look while he was talking.
Oh, good job. That, wasn't what I wanted to ask either.
Well, what is it then?
When he sprayed us, you screamed, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure you did. Not quite so tough when you're scared, huh?
Shut up. We've got stuff to do. Get going. Move.
Yeah. Aye. Abby was slaying Emmy's hands. TF Emmy into Lambie. All ideas that I'm not going to do.
It looks like
This-
another warehouse.
I guess there's one on this floor too then. Makes sense. I guess as much when I saw the map. Just screamed because it was stinky. Could be. Ew. What's that over there? Emmy into human Emmy.
Probably more graffiti.
That's just me.
There was one on floor A too, remember?
Yeah, there was, but
Never mind that. There's someone else here.
that's me in 60 years. That Dio?
Looks like it. Let's go see what he's up to.
What are you doing here, Dio?
Oh, nothing. Just going with the flow, you know? And seeing where life takes me.
You know, straight jorking it.
You don't seem to have any interest in searching for Quark.
Why would I? Do we even know he's really missing? Maybe the little shit's just off having nap time somewhere. So I figure, let sleeping dogs lie, right? If we wake him up, he might realize he's got enough BP to blow this popsicle stand and ditch us. That happens, it's all over. We'll be stuck in here for the rest of our lives. Which probably won't be that long.
The rest of our lives?
Yeah, did I stutter? Or did you just forget? Zero Jr. told us, remember?
The number 9 door only opens once. Once that
Close for good, huh? I had to admit it. I had to admit I'd kind of forgotten that detail, but if Zero Jr. had been telling the truth, we wouldn't be able to get out of here until we died. Hell, even that might not be enough. Maybe they just leave our corpses there to rot. My stomach did a little flip.
So?
In the vote room, jorking it, and by it, I mean my peanuts. Really like the human Emmy and you're sad you only drew them once? Well, you have the power to change that.
What are you guys here for? Did you bring Fi here so I can kill her?
What?
Oh, really? You already forgotten your little stunt earlier? We're damn lucky Kate chose ally. If he hadn't, he'd be hanging from that crane right now.
Sounds like you're getting a little desperate. Word of advice, Dio. That's not a smart attitude to have here. All you'll do is make sure that whoever plays against you in the AB game won't pick ally.
You talk as if I give a
It's
fuck.
true.
I already know I won't be up against you two.
Why not?
Jay and I are the yellow pair. You guys are the magenta pair, right? Two pairs can't go through the same chromatic door. Simple enough for you.
How do you know our colors?
Kay told me. He was here a while ago. Speaking of which, Temioji and Clover were here too. Guess everybody misses my company. Anyway, that's how I know what everyone's colors are.
This gay by himself?
Yeah.
What about Luna?
Luna? Haven't seen her. Anyway,
I
Kay
see.
and I won't be pairing with you two. We'll be taking the blue solo.
Hey, Dio. Dio kind of stinks. Dio's kind of a stinker. That's Alice's bracelet. But how do you know that? How did you know that?
Oh, come on. Really that thick? Look at the doors in front of you. These are the next chromatic doors.
The next color is white?
Bingo. See that thing next to the door there? Looks familiar, doesn't it? Yes. Yep.
I get it. You and Kay are both yellow. You can get yellow by adding red and green together. If you add blue to that,
Becomes white.
Exactly.
You get magenta by adding red and blue together, and then adding green to that gives you white. So that means Fi and I would need to pair up with the green solo, which is Luna.
Right.
That means the other three would be in the same team as before. Tinmyoji, Clover, and Quark. We know that Tinmyoji is a red solo and Clover is a cyan pair, so...
The only one left is the other cyan.
Oh yeah, it's Liam O'Brien,
So we can
yeah.
assume that's what Quark is.
Could there be any other combinations?
No, there's only one option this time.
All we gotta do now is wait for these white doors to open.
I wonder in different timelines, different pathways, if the colors that people have change as well. Or if it's always the same. We've only got 5 minutes left before it's time to meet up with everybody else. We should get back to floor A.
Sorry, but
Sniff
I
out
want to stay
Leaf's
here.
voice.
Moving around so much is a pain in the ass.
I am that thick, thank you very much. Did I say you weren't thick? Nobody invited you. Come on, Fi.
Right. On my way.
There's a lot happening in chat today. It is very active. And you've made like 4 spelling mistakes, Brendan. Don't say that. Why are you typing with one hand? Huh? Something up? Typing with my feet right now. Why'd you just stop?
Well, you see that clock over there? The one that looks like the sun? It reminded me of something we saw earlier.
What do you mean?
Remember the graffiti on floor B?
Typing with my... What kind of stylus? You know what I'm saying?
You remember what it said?
Memento Mori, right?
Do you know what that means?
It's Latin for something like be aware of death or remember death. I think it's usually used to mean we're all going to die someday, so don't forget about your own mortality.
What about the other part?
Well, I mean, that's pretty straightforward, right? If the 9th lion ate the sun, I mean, yeah, it's kind of nonsense, but... Oh, I get it! That's what the clock made you think of, right? The sun in that sentence.
Yeah. Did you notice anything strange about that graffiti?
Apart from the fact that it made no sense. Not really.
Wrong answer. Maybe you're not the eagle eye I thought you were.
3mm.
I guess I have to do everything. Part of it was spelled wrong. Specifically, they spelled ninth wrong. It should be N-I-N-T-H. But the graffiti had N-I-N-E-T-H.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you're right. They just put an extra E in there?
Exactly.
That's kind of a bonehead mistake. Do you think it was like a kid who wrote it?
Maybe it wasn't a mistake at all.
The 9th lion ate the sun. I'm not following.
Maybe Zero put that E in there on purpose.
But why?
Maybe because he didn't have enough letters otherwise.
Oh, it's another fucking anagram. This game has a hard-on for anagrams, dude. I swear.
Anyway, if Zero wrote that graffiti, then it's got to be significant.
Remember death. If the 9th lion ate the sun. Huh.
Shit. Hey, it's already 2 minutes past time.
Yum yum, I'm so full of beans and rice.
We should get moving.
Love me some beans and rice. There's a vegan chili that we make. It's so freaking good, dude. such a delicious chili. Every time I make it, I'm like, I just want that more of that chili. I'm thinking about that chili right now. Huh? Kay and Luna aren't here.
Astute observation.
What should we do?
What do you mean, what should we do? All we can do is wait. We don't want to end up missing each other by accident.
You can send the recipe if you want, Sheepy. Yeah, guess you've got a point. Hey, where are you going?
Just want to check something really quick.
Check what?
The last time we saw Alice alive, she was right here.
And then we skip the cocoa powder and the syrup in that. We don't feel like it's necessary.
Remember? She was kneeling
But otherwise,
down looking at something on the
it's
ground.
that recipe. And we just make sure you toast the spices because it really adds some depth to the flavor. Magnifique. Yeah. What do you think she was looking at? Huh?
Find something?
Isn't this blood?
Uh-huh. Nice work there, Sigma.
I don't need you to pat me on the back. It makes me feel stupid or something.
The truth hurts.
Dude!
So, blood, huh? Oh my god.
I suddenly looked up at the ceiling. I followed her gaze and found myself looking up at a metal crane. It was the kind you might see in a shipyard, the sort that moves along a metal track and has a claw to grab and lift cargo containers. So, what's the deal with the crane? What? Damn, gone again. Stop running around! Just tell me what you
I
found.
noticed something.
Oh yeah? And what, pray tell, was that?
The same thing Clover and Alice noticed.
That's... ugh. Can't you just tell me?
Look at the number 6 AB room. The side that's facing the wall has blood on it. It's the first thing you think of when you hear blood.
Vampires?
Yeah, this whole thing kind of sucks, right? Come on! This is no time to be screwing around. I'm talking about this thing. The handkerchief Alice had. There's some blood on it that we assume belonged to the old lady.
That's sheepy behavior
Consider
right there.
this for a moment. Let's say this thing was on the floor next to the rightmost AB room. We'll assume that the blood on the side facing the wall came from this handkerchief. Okay, then what?
Alice was looking at the handkerchief.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking about vampires.
What do you think was going through her mind?
Why is there a blood-stained handkerchief here? Or something along those lines?
And?
Did this belong to the old woman? It must have.
And?
But if it did, then who put it here? Or wait, maybe someone just dropped it. Or they could have thrown it here?
And?
You want more?
You're almost there.
How long has this handkerchief been here? Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So how long do you think it was here?
Well, I imagine it wasn't here from the start.
Wait, when's the start?
You know, when we started. When you and I escaped from the AB room to the hatch on the roof. The first thing we did after we got out and met everyone except for Clover and Kay was go look at the number 9 door. We spent a lot of time examining the AB rooms too. Yeah, I know we looked at this from this exact angle. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any handkerchief there then. There wasn't. Wait.
Huh. Finally figured it out, huh?
There was an extra AB room, wasn't there? Oh! No way. The AB room moved?
Yeah,
Oh, it just moved. Not an extra one, my bad. Was it that crane?
probably. They moved the rightmost one all the way to the left. So, what was in the leftmost AB room?
Oh. The body of the old woman.
And who was trapped in there when the nonary game started?
Well, it would have been the AB room on the right at first, so... Luna. No way, dude. For the third time, Fi walked off without saying anything. My body felt like lead, but I forced myself to follow her. She stopped in front of the graffiti that began "To Milkmen."
What do you think this is?
Well, I thought it was his paint from the graffiti at first, but I'm guessing you don't think so. Is that more of the old woman's blood?
Seems like it.
Geez, you're just throwing out bangers today. So Luna would have killed her here, then taken her to the rightmost AB room. After that, she would have moved the room with the body in it so that no one would suspect her. That would mean the first person to get out was Luna, not Alice. So what about that handkerchief? I don't know if it's sarcasm either or not.
Here, look. You see this line? It's possible that line is from whatever the weapon was. Which means this might have been wrapped around whatever was used to kill the old woman. So maybe Luna wrapped the weapon with this handkerchief.
The problem with those ideas is that I don't have any way to do the, to increase or decrease the VTuber size or move them with any tools that I have at my disposal.
And then, threw it between the rightmost room and the one next to it. Then when the room was moved, it came out.
That means Alice picked up the weapon along with the handkerchief.
Seems pretty likely. This is all just speculation, understand? There are a whole lot of things we still don't know.
Yeah, it's a mystery, all right. For example, why would Luna leave the AB room, murder the old woman, and then carry the body back and hide it in the same room? I guess it's possible she just wanted to hide the body, but we still don't have any idea why she would have wanted to kill her in the first place. It's also worth noting that Zero Jr. seems to have let all this slide. He's supposed to be making sure the game goes according to plan, but so far there have been 2 murders and he hasn't done anything about either of them. Watch out, K. Watch out, K. Zero can use a forklift and a cargo crane. Pie's bound to notice. Do you think that means Luna is Zero Senior? Even if she was, though, I'm not sure why she killed the old woman. It's possible that she was some kind of intruder who wasn't supposed to be here, but if Luna's Zero Senior, couldn't she have found a better place to hide the body? She'd have access to the entire facility. That's not all, either. Let's say Luna moved the AB room to divert suspicion away from herself. If that's the case, why did she leave the handkerchief and the weapon there? She had to have known they'd be discovered after she moved the room. Besides, when and how did she operate that crane? Luna was with us since we first got out of the AB rooms, all the way till when we found the old lady's body. You, me, and her went through the magenta door and investigated the lounge. Then we went down to floor B together and came back to the warehouse. By then, the room must have been moved. Of course. Why didn't I see that sooner? Luna has an alibi. She couldn't have moved the AB room. We're her alibi.
Interesting. I have to admit, you've got a point.
Wait, what? You didn't even put up a fight.
You're going to make me repeat myself. I never said Luna was the killer. Still, I have a feeling Alice thought she was.
Make it seem like Jigsaw's somewhat annoyed if somebody trapped decided to enter the puzzle chamber with a gun.
Which would mean that Clover probably does too.
Oh, you mean that stuff you said about what she noticed?
Right.
Hey, Vi?
Hmm?
I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this. You're starting to? Really, Sigma. We were supposed to meet the others 20 minutes ago, but there's no one here.
You're right.
Because you're all gonna die. Zero Senior is, in fact, coming at you with a gun. So it's a knife, not a gun.
Sigma, Phi, there you are. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have some bad news. Luna is dead. She's in room 2 in the crew quarters, the same room where Alice was murdered.
This was the 3rd time I touched a body and felt cold skin. I thought it might get easier, but it had only gotten worse. I didn't think I'd ever get used to it, but I didn't want to. My hands began to shake, and I tried to steady them as I pressed a pair of fingers to her neck to check for a pulse. Nothing. Luna was dead. Her eyes were flat and empty, the pupils dilated in what could have been terror. It felt surreal. Like I might blink, and then she would sit up again. She would smile and blush and look away nervously, and everything would be all right. I blinked. She lay there, still, dead and pale.
And I trust him.
Grief cracked open like an egg, and rage clambered out, hot and angry and screaming. It clawed at the inside of my chest and pounded at the back of my eyes. I squeezed them shut and ground my teeth. My hands balled into fists so tight they hurt. I took a deep breath and opened my eyes again. Another breath. I stood up and realized Kay was talking.
I believe she was poisoned. See here, this device is some sort of syringe.
I think it's called an injection gun. You can just put whatever you want in one of those vials and then pull the trigger. It's kind of like the needles in these bracelets.
The drug
Buckshot roulette, yeah, true.
Well. The label on the vial says tubocurarine.
The muscle relaxant.
Yes.
How do you know that, Sigma?
Since it's empty, I can only assume Luna was injected with it. You see the mark on her neck. I believe it is safe to assume that is where her attacker injected the drug.
No. This is a vampire with really bad teeth.
Perhaps they chose the neck for the carotid artery.
Then your guess is probably correct. Luna was injected with tubocurarine and it killed
Lamprey,
her.
only one tooth. What about the others?
Should I go get them?
No, never mind. I want to get your story
What
first.
do you mean?
When you left us, you and Luna went off together, right?
Yes.
But when we talked to Dio downstairs, he said he'd only seen you, not Luna. Why is that?
Luna and I split up as soon as we got to floor B. We determined it would be more efficient. Two of us working separately could cover more ground in less time.
Alright, so why were you late?
What?
You didn't show up till 20 minutes past the time we were supposed to meet. Sigma's asking you what you were doing.
I was resuscitating.
Resuscitating?
Let me explain how I found her. I had gone to the warehouse 5 minutes before our meeting time. You had yet to show up, as had Luna. I believe I was standing between the yellow and cyan doors. Some minutes later, I heard something. It came from behind the cyan door and sounded like a woman's scream. Well, it was actually quite faint. It was several doors away, after all, and as such, I couldn't quite make out what was being said, or even if I had heard it at all. It seemed entirely possible that I had imagined it. I heard no other sounds for a few minutes following the scream. Eventually, the silence made me uncomfortable. Perhaps something had happened, so I made my way to the crew quarters. As I entered the hallway, I noticed that the door to room 2 was slightly ajar. That was when I first suspected something was amiss. You can imagine the rest, I'm sure. I ran into the room and found Luna on the floor.
So you're saying you spent a good 20 minutes trying to resuscitate her?
Yes, I deduced that she had been injected with tubocurarine.
The only thing that makes me doubt this is that's a long time to be trying to do CPR. He would be exhausted.
Her heart had stopped, so I attempted CPR, to the best of my abilities, at least. With this mask, I was obviously unable to provide artificial respiration.
You don't even need to do that anymore. Why didn't you tell
Because
us?
I had no reason to believe you would be in the warehouse. If you weren't, I would have wasted precious time. I chose instead to begin resuscitation immediately.
Kay isn't.
As you know, even a short time without
Kay is
oxygen
not winning,
can cause serious
Pichu.
brain damage. I felt time was of the essence.
Pichu, I asked this last time you were here, but I think you must have left. Did you play the Pokemon like TCG at all?
But
Hey, how much time passed between when you heard the scream and when you came in here and found her?
I'm afraid I can't say exactly. But I would hazard a guess that it was around 3 minutes.
Did you see the killer?
No, I did not.
I mean, Kay is right. I mean, he was right not to go check the warehouse. It's 20 minutes is a long time. Then they had 3 minutes to
That would
escape.
have been plenty of time. When you leave this room, immediately to your left is a door that connects to the hallway. I assume they left that way.
Like, CPR is
Is there
exhausting.
any chance they hid in this room somewhere?
No, I examined the room thoroughly before I left to find you. May I say something?
Yeah, sure.
So sorry, yeah, Luna is dead.
I'm not sure if this has anything to do with Luna, but there was something I wanted to point out. Look at Alice. Do you notice anything?
The weapon.
It's gone.
Indeed. The wound suggests a knife, but I doubt we'll know now.
What, okay, did nobody think to take the knife out to look at it? Or whatever it was to look at it? Oh, so this is what I'm talking about, right? This novel section has been like 45 minutes on its own, it feels like. And it's just this one singular thing. Then did the killer take it?
How would I know?
Maybe they took it before Luna was murdered.
Why are you asking me?
If they had it, why not use it to kill Luna?
Yeah, that would make sense.
What?
Sigma, if you were going to kill someone, which of these two methods would you use?
The gun. I wouldn't kill
This
anyone.
is hypothetical,
I would choose the injection gun.
right? Most people would choose that. The more you can divorce yourself from the actual killing, the easier it is to kill someone. There's a big difference between stabbing someone and injecting them with poison.
Yeah, she's effing dead. Alright, the stress is more exhausting. I'd say probably the physics, both are exhausting. So you're saying that they took the knife before they killed her?
No, I don't know either way. They could have taken it afterwards. There's no way for us to know.
Could they have done that in the 3 minutes before Kay got here?
It's not impossible. 3 minutes is longer than you think. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that I don't know when they took the knife or whatever it was.
The question I have is whether they didn't realize how exhausting CPR was, or if he wasn't doing CPR and he's lying to me.
We came here to get Alice's bracelet, and then Kay came by later. There was probably about a 30-minute window.
I don't know how it works in this one. In the previous game, you didn't have to get. You didn't have to get all the endings. I don't think. Did you? I think you just had to unlock a few certain. Did you have to get all the endings to get the best ending? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's one other ending you had to get the true ending. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how this game works, but
Anyone could have taken it. They might not even have been the same person who killed Luna. Or it could be. There really isn't any way to know. And if we don't know, we really shouldn't try and draw conclusions. That could color our reasoning, and that's not good. Conclusions without any evidence are useless, so just forget any conclusions you might have come up with. Save that brain space for something more useful. Well, I think that about covers it. We clear? Good.
yeah.
Anyway, we should tell the others.
About Luna, you mean?
Yeah.
We should go to the white doors then. Dio should still be there. Hopefully Tenmyoji and Clover will be there as well.
Oh, shiz, Baffle. Go get ready for work. Yeah, good point. Once it's time to open that door, I'm sure they'll show up. Kay nodded and picked up Luna's bracelet.
Please, take this with you.
See you, Baffo. Thank you for coming by. He held it out to me. I stared down at the bracelet. It felt wrong to just take it. Like we were just using and abandoning her.
Is something the matter? You and Phi are the magenta pair. Without the green solo bracelet, you won't be able to open the secondary door.
I know. Just... He pressed the bracelet gently into my hand.
If you don't wish Luna's death to be meaningless, then you must survive. Or do you intend to die without catching her killer?
Right. Yes. I sighed and closed my hand around the cold metal.
Good. Shall we go?
Wait. Shit.
Did something happen?
No. Well, not yet. We might be looking at a worst-case scenario.
Excuse me?
God, what the hell is wrong with me? How did I miss this? I'm sorry. This is my fault. It's just... there was so much going on, I wasn't thinking.
What is it? Gosh damn it! What did you miss?
Quark.
Quark? Oh shit! Tin Myoji's a red solo. Clover's a cyan pair. Quark's the other cyan pair. If he's not with them, they can't get through the secondary door.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear, this is bad. And if they haven't gotten in by the time the primary door shuts, they'll be penalized if we haven't found Quark by then.
Time. How much time do we have left? Oh no.
Let's just go to the warehouse on floor B. Perhaps Quark has already been found.
Sure hope so. Let's move. Well, given that this ending doesn't have any more pathways, I'm gonna say probably not. That's the next game. But I'm... Yeah, there we go. Sorry, you're right. 4 minutes, that makes this Virtue's last reward. I'm gonna walk in, they're all gonna be dead, aren't they?
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain.
Got 5 minutes.
You're late. The fuck were you thinking? You trying to kill me?
What about Quark?
What?
Did they find Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here. Look, forget about him. Where's Alice's bracelet? Which one of you has it?
What about Tin Myoji and Clover? Have they come back yet?
Around, asshole. What do you think? Hey, pay attention. Do you have Alice's bracelet? Hand it over.
Vi pulled it out of her pockets. The face still shone with blue light. This had been Alice's bracelet. Vi's eyes never left Dio's as she carefully handed the bracelet to Kay.
Good. Let's go. Hey, what is this? What, you don't like this door? Fine, we can take a different one. As long as we're in the right group, it shouldn't matter which door we take.
That's not the issue.
Then please, tell me, what the fuck is the issue?
Being a human being, 3 of us still haven't arrived. If we leave them behind...
Come on! Now you're gonna grow a heart? If you stay here, you're gonna kill me!
But...
3 minutes
Bruh.
Alright, fine. I'll be honest with you. Truth is, I've got a kid. A baby.
Who the F did you sleep with to make a child, brother?
I was told that if I didn't win this game, my kid's as good as dead.
Wait, what?
That's...
You have to trust me. I swear, it's God's honest truth. Zero told me to keep it under wraps, but I figure I don't have a lot of choice right now. I'll tell you more once we get inside. Please.
It's a lie. Don't listen to him. I wanted to scream. Dio was obviously lying, but it looked like Kay was buying it. But he had to go in. I couldn't try and stop him. If I did, they'd both die.
You have to believe me, Kay. Please. If you won't do it for me, do it for my kid. If I lose, it's all over.
Dio, I know that you're lying. Nobody would ever sleep with you.
Please.
Kay turned to look at me and Fi. We both nodded silently back.
I understand. Let's go.
Really?
Yes. I have one condition, however.
A condition?
Yes. But it's not for you, Dio. Sigma. I want you and Phi to go into one of the doors as well. Dio and I cannot be the only survivors. I would have the 2 of you join us. That is my condition.
Damn it. Couldn't make this easy, could you?
Dio's dick Dane has to go crazy for someone to ignore the rest of him.
What are you saying?
Asterion would? I don't know.
The decision is yours.
No, I can't do that. You're asking me to leave 3 people to die.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed. Is that what you want?
I can't just leave them behind.
Me either. I agree with Sigma. We can't just ditch them. I'm staying.
Bunch of fucking idiots.
1 minute remains until.
Are we just gonna die? I mean, like, okay, I honestly low-key kind of agree with Dio here. Like, why would you die yourself?
I see. I suspected that would be your answer. You leave me with no choice then. My apologies.
Oh!
You have my sympathy. I wish there was another way.
Why?
Do you actually believe Dio?
No, of course not. I only wish to save you. If I had not forced the issue, neither of you would have budged. Such is your character.
Okay, what are you doing?
I confess I am not entirely sure. I will think about it during the 10 seconds that remain. Goodbye.
Gates turned and left, quickly disappearing outside of our door. Vi and I lay on the floor moaning, curled around our aching stomachs.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Not quite able to walk yet, Vi and I crawled out of the secondary door. The punch Kay had given me had been incredibly powerful, and my arms and legs still felt numb and tingly. Can you stand?
Yeah. Can we just sit here for a moment, though? My body's gonna be fine, but I think I need a little time to get my feelings sorted out.
I nodded, and we sat there in silence. No matter what I did, I couldn't get their faces out of my head. Hinmyoji, Clover, Quark. I hoped they were all right somehow, but I wasn't sure how much time had passed before Fi finally stood up.
We should go.
And that was it. She turned and headed for the end of the hallway, feet dragging as if she were carrying something heavy. It was a moment or two before I followed. Yeah, I mean, I understand Kay agrees with me. I'm just surprised that... Wait, sorry, is there another escape room? Wait a minute, is the flow lying to me? Like, Kay definitely agrees. I'm just surprised that Sigma and Phi wouldn't be like, yeah, we'll go through the door. Like, why would they commit suicide effectively? Did you see the plaque on the door?
Yeah. It said security. The footage from the surveillance cameras might run through here.
Does that mean we'll be able to see what's going on in the rest of the facility?
I'm not sure. Right now, all the screens are dark. Even if we could activate them, I doubt Zero is just gonna let us watch whatever we want.
Yeah, I'm worried about them. We don't know what happened to Kay and Dio either.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Wait, what? The flow lied to me. What the heck? Wait a minute. Is every ending gonna be like this? What the heck? I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Is this like, am I doing the true ending right now? Like, this one's so long. Yesterday board of this looks like some kind of code. All these binders are like that. Shoot. music is jamming, dude. A sofa. Seems perfectly normal. Okay, lion, some kind of button, right? Looks like you can push it. I can barely make it out, but I think there's something carved on the surface. Sun? Wait, so is the lion eating the sun? Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here. I'm gonna push that button. That okay? Yeah, sure. Whoa! The lights turned off. I guess it's a light switch. Strange looking set of shelves. Pretty colorful. I think it's maybe. Hourglass with red sand. Hourglass with yellow sand. So it's 2 stars. Nothing in this one. Hey, I strobed it a little and it's turned on. Not gonna be easy. Look at the screen, use a password. Yeah, okay. I have no idea what the password is. Stroked it a little and it turned on. Let's be the monitoring station. Nothing's powered up. Switches somewhere. Probably how we power it on. Okay, once again, I'm coming to the conclusion that it's, I don't know, this movement system, I liked it a lot in the first room. Every room since then, holy shit, is it frustrating. Another password. The big blank screen's not powering on. Can't do that with the lights off. What the? No, please. No, please. No. Underneath the red line. TMJYUVG. We got 3 different color chairs. Oops. We got a green, a red, and a yellow chair. So probably we need to do get the passwords from this. So we got TMJYUVG. Sorry. TMJYUVGJ. Right? Is that actually, is that an anagram for anything? I feel like that's not an anagram for anything. I feel like these are just the passwords. You can say Y is S G D Q N Y. This was red. And then green is ADGB. And that's not an anagram for anything, right? ADGB. DAGB. Let's give it a try, I guess. See if this works. That's all this stuff. The memo is going to be TMJYUVGJ. So TMJ. YUVG. J. Yes! Ha! I'm so smart, dude. Did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Good job. Cakewalk. Sure. Did you see this icon? The one in the upper left corner? Yeah. I wonder what this icon means. Change the colors to the correct ones by clicking the hexagons and triangles. Remember that you only have 4 moves to complete this puzzle. Oh gosh, dude. Okay, what is that? What is it supposed to look like actually? Supposed to look like this one, presumably. So it's all red and then greens. Okay. And the opposite, presumably on this side. No, not that one. Oops. So all reds and greens. Oh, all right. Okay, I don't know if I can. How do I possibly do that? Can I change these and that? Okay, that also affects it. No. Oops. Yatta! Ha! How do you like that, puzzle? It's too early to celebrate. Check your screen. You've got a new icon. Huh? What was that noise? Nothing happened on the screen. Look up. The one over your head. Huh? Will be me. It's gonna be me. What the hell's that? It's not even a sentence. Will be me. Okay. Oh, those puzzles suck. I hate doing those puzzles, but SGPQNY. SGPQNY. Oops. Shimata. SQPGNY. Wait, what? Oh, SG, my bad. SGPQNY. I'm sorry? SGPQNY. Am I stupid? Oh, it's SGDQNY. Dude, I can't use my own handwriting, guys. I'm sorry. SGDQNY. Ha! This one's done too. Same results as before. And another icon up in the corner. The icon's supposed to be an hourglass? Touch it and find out. Right. Determine the value in seconds for each hourglass, then fill in the blanks. If the value is a single-digit number, place a 0 before it. What? I'm sorry? What does this mean? What? I'm sorry? This is a cakewalk. You just have to see how many seconds each of those hourglasses counts and enter those numbers at the bottom of the screen. Makes sense? I know that, I just... An hourglass full of yellow sand that has 11 carved into its top. So I guess we know that yellow counts 11, and we know that red counts 4. So I guess in the time that this passes 4, is it just the number of lines? Is that not what it is? There'd be 07. Oh, 09. And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, actually, wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not it, apparently. Well, this one wasn't released for the DS, I don't think. But that seems like what it is, right? Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, wait, that's not it. Okay. This only has 7 down now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know this counts 11 seconds. Right? I mean, I'm assuming that's what that means. What was this? What is this? What's the? What did it say for this thing? Golem Bay plug. Help. The more you know. Escape keys. Novel stop and auto. Okay, it's longer than 4. What? So if it's alone, they just it totally unfills it. Oh, I see. Okay. I think I see. Okay. So 4. This we know this is 4, and so it goes until one of them is depleted. Okay. So we know that it is. So we do this. This one's 11, right? We know that's it's a less than 11. This is a really tough puzzle, though. So red 4, yellow 11. I'm gonna do the other one real quick and come back to this one. Oh god, ADGB. Easy, terrible password. 4 characters is not enough of a password. All right, let's go. Nope. So what does it need to be? These all need to be red, right? Well, these all need to be green. Is that right? Let me go make sure that's what it needs to be. No, these are all green and those are all red. Okay. So tiny red, big green. I want these to be green. These to be green. Nice. That's not too bad. Because it limits you to only 4 moves, it kind of restricts you a little bit. Oh, you figured it out. Not bad. And my reward? Huh, nice try. Looks like Zero's got something for you, though. You mean this new icon? Right. What are you doing? This is just like the other one. Look up. I was you. Will be me. All right, well, we need this. So did I like accidentally pick like one of like the special endings or something? Okay, so if we assume that this is measuring the number of seconds, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we assume these two are accurate, right? One is left. So this is going to be, pink is going to be, so pink is going to be, it took 3 and then an extra. So it's 4 times 12 plus 3, that'd be 15 is what pink is. Right? If we do this, it takes 4, 8, 12, and then 15, because there's one left. Okay, then blue is, oops. Blue is 7. And then green is 9. And yellow is 11, and red is 4. We'll do 0, 4, and we got blue, which is 07, and we got 0, 9, and we got 11, and we got 15. Okay. Was that just the number of lines? Ha! Got it. Not bad. There's another icon on the screen now. Hey, hold on a minute there. Aren't you curious about those screens up here? Huh? Okay, let's go back, turn on the lights again. Let's see. I'm gonna mess with the power there. Don't know. Looks like a machine of some kind. Can't open that up. None of this is relevant. Looks like we've got 9 switches. There's a little thunderbolt icon up here. My guess is these are a bunch of power switches. They're all red. Does that mean they're all off? How about you try and flip some of them? Did you hear something? Yeah, I did. Kind of a starting up sound. Let's see what doing one of them did. These are from security cameras. I thought so. Hey, what about Sinmyoji, Clover, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? You can see just as well as I can. There's nobody there. No Dio or Kay either. Might as well take a good look at it though. Damn, nothing. I guess we'll turn them all on then. Nope, nope. Open it up again, please. Why were these all turned off, I wonder? And why have a separate breaker for each one of them? Each screen seems to be for a security camera. I can't see anybody though. Okay. Hey, look, the screen's changed. Huh? What the heck is this? It's a different word on each one. I guess we're supposed to shuffle them around until they make a sentence. How? Well, look at the screen underneath them. Got the same words in 9 squares. I'm supposed to use that console to move the words around? That would be my guess. Okay, let's give this a shot then. Well, that's gotta be the end. I will be everything she... I will be everything she... I will be everything she was. I will be everything. She knows me. I was everything. You knows. You will. So she knows has to be together. You will. She knows I was everything. You will be me. That's not right. Unless this needs to be up here. You will be me. She knows I was everything. No. Which she knows has to be together. She knows. Let's do she knows you will be everything. I was me. Nope. Me knows you will be everything. Was I me? What are these other... I'm discounting on you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? What do these two say? I was you. Will be me. I guess it's supposed to be a hint, probably. Hey, what did it say? Rearrange the words to create a specific sentence. Not all of the words are needed, however. Oh, okay. What? I didn't mean to exit out. Okay. I was me. Sorry, I forget what the effing were. Gosh dang it. Okay, let me look at these. I was you. We can clear this out. Oh, I'll wait. I was you. Oh, I just clicked out. Please, please, please don't break. Oh, thank God. Okay, I need to save. Whew, almost just lost an hour of gameplay time. Will be me. Okay. So oops. I was you, will be me. How do I erase them, though? She knows everything. No, that isn't. That's exited out. How do I erase the words? I was you, will be me. It says some of the words need to be erased, but I don't know how to do that. I can't drag them off. Oh, I have to turn the monitors off. Oh, ha ha. Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. Turn off the monitors that are those specific words. Okay. Okay. So I was you. So do this. People want those three are good. Will is good. Everything we want off. She knows. Okay, those three need to be off. We want these three to be off. There we go. A yellow chair sits before me. I was you, will be me. Yatta! Ha! Just as I thought. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing's changed though. Well, it's not here. Yeah, take a look at the screens up on the wall. This is... Good work, Sigma. I've been waiting for this. A new safe password, huh? Yeah, let's go open it. You found a safe password. To view it, navigate the Pass tab in the archive. What if I, I'm assuming that the other password is going to be something related to this. Is it going to be like she knows you, I was everything? It'd be she knows you. Or she knows me. What's that? I don't know how I'm supposed to. I'm assuming I'm just gonna have to guess. What's the special password for this? To get the secrets. Let's see. What I'm thinking is like she knows everything. She was me. It's just she knows everything? Oh, okay. Who the heck is she? Oops. Be at the bottom, I guess. Oh, nice work. Look, the screen's changed. Yeah, it's a different password this time. Ooh, I know she died of ligma. Cool. Let's get the other password. And nobody answered me when I asked if I accidentally got like a secret path on accident. Moon, sun, moon, star, sun. If there are any secret paths in this one, why were they hiding like a whole chunk of the story then? Excellent, it opened. Yeah. Let's see. Now the final ending is just a route. Okay. Floor B Gifridi. It appears to have been written in some sort of weird paint. Memento mori is a Latin phrase that translates roughly to remember death / immortality or / mortality. Ninth clearly refers to ninth, but seems to have been spelled wrong, likely on purpose. Why? Perhaps it's an anagram like the words on the wall on the floor. A warehouse. Floor A warehouse. If it is, what does this one mean? The hourglass displayed in the background is actually a 4-second timer. It doesn't have much practical use, except maybe for really impatient people. If you were at a restaurant waiting for your food to come out, for instance. Hey, how long are you going to take to make me wait? I've already flipped this hourglass 100 times. Technically, 100 times would only be 400 seconds, which is 6 minutes and 40 seconds, but saying 100 times is much more dramatic and therefore much more likely to get a desirable response from the waitstaff. Why does that sound like something that Lemony Snicket would have wrote in a series of unfortunate events? These are a measure of how much of a gentleman you are. Somewhere deep in the United Kingdom is an organization that tracks all gentlemen, determining their caliber based off an ancient and Byzantine collection of rules and guidelines. Every year during the spring, a representative of this organization conducts a cursory investigation of each member's behavior, or at least appears to, and then awards gentle points based on what they saw. The following formula is used. Old ladies escorted across the street times Toffets owned, X puzzles solved, X money given to gentleman tracking organization equals total gentle points. This is like something the gentle criminal would do from My Hero. A small survival knife. It has a myrmidon stamped into the flat of the blade. Blade length 150 millimeters, 30 millimeters width, 3 millimeters thickness. There's blood on it, but whose blood? Several of the hallways on floor B use special locks indicated on the map by arrows. On the far side of each arrow is a lever. Pulling these levers will unlock the locks. Once this had been done, you can explore the entire area at your leisure. The law of cause and effect, specifically that a cause must precede every effect. At the quantum level, however, things aren't quite as immutable. The principle of quantum superposition holds that any physical system, such as an electron, exists at least partially in all of its theoretical states or configurations, but when measured gives a result corresponding to only one of them. A classic example of this is the double-slit experiment, where light appears to behave as both a wave and a particle. One of the interesting implications of this is that, in a sense, you are influencing the past. By observing a system, you are defining the cause of an effect you witness, and in a way altering the past. Normally, I would comment here that the quantum level is where shit gets real, but given the nature of this phenomenon, it seems like it would be more accurate to say that the quantum level is where shit gets unreal. I wish thesis papers are written this way. Ronald Knox, a mystery writer from the UK, published the following as his rules for writing a mystery novel. The criminal must be mentioned early on. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. No more than one secret room or passage. No hitherto undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. The detective must not commit the crime. The detective must declare any clues he may discover. The stupid friend of the detective, the Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. Twin brothers and doubles generally must not appear unannounced. Quantum poop, it is both real and unreal until it hits the fan. Okay, why would they bring up twins? Is there gonna be like a twin situation going on? Sun. Okay. And what an incredible series of unhinged ramblings. It opened. Oh, it did. This card looks familiar. Different image, though. Yep, it's one of the AB room cards. Well, I guess there are two of them, actually. These are the star keys the announcer was talking about. And then we've got the same key as usual. Get me the F out of this room, please. Maybe I think that is that you can't introduce a non sequitur as your solution. Just open the mother effing door. That's so beta behavior, Sigma. Come on, man. Have some
Wait,
assertiveness.
I just realized something.
What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. When I got to the end of Mario Brothers 2 and it was all a dream, I thought that was a great ending.
Are you following me?
Yeah, you're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see
Yeah.
it.
I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
You know how to use this thing?
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something. And once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to.
This is so manipulative.
See?
Like she's literally talking about people when she says that. Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
Oh, come on, man. Wait. What the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log.
Just like Sasuke, for real,
Damn
for
it.
real.
This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
By who and why? By Zero?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
I mean, it also doesn't matter because, like, there really wasn't a story to Mario 2 anyway, so who cares if it was just a dream? Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Hey, what's this?
Want to open it?
Yeah,
It says Gollum status.
that should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. Everything here's been erased too.
Looks like it.
Guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a
What
second.
is it?
There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. I knew it! That golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Gollum, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah, but he said that what passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. That's kind of messed up. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Ain't Gollum the dog part of Smeagol's heart? Then, probably the one that says cash. These file names all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Kay decked us. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch. Where was Dio? See? Is that Sigma? Is that Sigma?
interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted. Looks like the stuff he pulled is still here. So,
Exactly.
if we go back through these files,
Yeah, we might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is.
nice. Great work, Sigma.
Come on, I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. We started going through the rest of the files. The security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That's not a very Sigma pose of it. That just leaves Tin Myoji, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered, my balance gone. What the fudge is going on? What? Why is she talking like that? It sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What's going on here? Can't understand what she's saying. Why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. The hell is... Wait, could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. Though it just looks like everything is speeding up. I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. Minus $1,000 straight to Ohio. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Fi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move. I thought it was gonna be like, and Fi was gone.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
I forget, Cheapy, are there a lot of alternate endings in Danganronpa? I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found?
Your sanity
Thank
is pretty
God.
easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in.
Like, I don't mind the multiple endings that much in this one because it's easy to skip around, but holy shit, that's one a game that I can play through when it has a linear storyline.
Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Ah! That's not even that bad. That's like 10 streams. Yeah, I think I must just be getting tired. Kind of surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
No, I'm fine. For just a moment, I thought of Radical 6. But I didn't want to worry 5 if I didn't have to. Better to I kind of forgot about this. Better to stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins.
Fine, dick.
Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
We'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right, that looks like some sort of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No, it's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make head or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's Kay.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is
I'll
left.
just pause that and magnify it.
21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
But he was lying. And that would have been with the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
There were 20 minutes on the clock when you met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him.
Yeah, he's lying.
Footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, think we've gotten our hands on something important.
I mean, this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah, about a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do we know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's how the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah. If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Oh, someone's coming in. Luna. Is that Clover behind her?
Yeah, this is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? No, it's not really a fight. Looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey, they're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? No, you said that this was it.
Yeah. This is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah. This is about 1 minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio! He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
Why?
Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
Gross, Dio. And whatever it was, it happened during this time?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like
The
what?
cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the
If
others.
Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes.
Okay, maybe he
It's
was telling the
just
truth.
This. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Sure.
Alright, should be around here. 1 sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame, and he's checking the time on his bracelet. We've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully. And I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
I ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. They both made a frame. I'm not gonna repeat all of this. Clover exits the room. Dio enters the room. Exits the frame. His watch. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... I mean, I want to say it's not Clover, but honestly, Clover is insane, so she probably did kill her. I mean, I hate Dio, but he was only in there for like 1 minute. Is this going to be like a split? Clover.
What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of them could have killed Luna too.
That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is, but if we take one other thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger.
What is that element?
Dio's behavior at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to enter the White Doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
Yeah. He knew he had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would have never have said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. 1, that when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the White Doors without her. He seems like the kind of guy who'd go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course, but it does make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
Yes. The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened.
This seems likely to me.
It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right?
Okay, theory.
We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. I think you're right. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No, nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay, well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not gonna know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
Face of Ace lives on. I want to play some Pokemon ECG Live. I'm itching it. I'm itching for it. You have a fave Pokemon human character? I have a fave. It might be probably Misty. Misty or Misty or like Cynthia probably. I also really like Steven. No one's here.
Yeah. All right, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator.
Cynthia's Bay.
Got it?
I'm trying to think, is there anyone else? I was saying this the stream yesterday. I personally liked Max, but I know a lot of people hated Max.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
Got it. I mean, there's so many characters in Pokemon now. It's really hard to pick, honestly. Like, you're asking me to pick from like 400 characters, if not more. This basic trainer doesn't even hex Maniac. That's actually a viable card in a lot of GLC decks. Alice, Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that just looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just a strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room. I don't know, who's Todd? I also used to love Tracy from the old Cinnabar Island aspect or part of the series. Loved Tracy.
There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
He's an artist too, which is cool. I feel like there's not that many artist characters in Pokemon. Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. Oh yeah, Todd Snap. Yeah. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now?
Back up like 2 steps, Fi. Looking for the others.
Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. You first saw Cynthia when playing white. Oh, yeah. That's crazy to me. How old are you, Pichu? Plox. God, I haven't seen Plox in so long. Don't ever send that in my chat room ever again. Oh! And oop! The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool, limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot. The security
What?
camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah, I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
Grew up with Kanto. Okay. They're handcuffed together.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
Did they really have to make him loll out his tongue like that? That seems like disrespectful to this man. Why?
Look, see the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
There's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. Looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Must have been deep.
Then the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was
Why they
the
always gotta
only
cut the
one,
hand,
it doesn't
dude?
look fatal. I don't think
I
he
know why
died
they do
from
it
this
in
cut.
movies, but like, why they always gotta cut the hand, man? Penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
You think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. Someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them. They didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
You find something?
Yeah.
I bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
Correct. It has 9 BP, too. There's no mistake.
What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes.
No, this can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sigma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead. In fact,
But-
this could be good news. A ray of hope.
Ray of Hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it.
How do you get it off, though?
That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
I mean, the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead? Huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough!
Oh, bitch!
Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
Oh, dude, so Sasuke core. I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and it deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Phi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first. Clues.
Why? What kind of clues? Like I said, I might actually stop here because I don't know. I mean, I don't know when this is going to stop. So I might stop
Who
here for
might have
now.
Killed them.
And then this is a nice little spot to end things off on, I think. the murder mystery of who killed these two and what exactly is going on. Let's see. No art today. No art today to show off. Big change from last week, or not last week, yesterday, when there was like 10 freaking art pieces to show off. Why isn't the music playing? That's awkward. That's awkward. Let's let's right into Letheriel. They are a fellow non-binary vegan individual who is currently playing a little bit of Resident Evil 2. Super cool individual. I haven't watched them for a little bit, but they are super chill. Make sure I spell that right. Let's go ahead and raid into them, folks. Thank you all for being here as always. Appreciate it. We'll be back again next week with some more Brothership and some more Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you all. Wait a minute. Did it only send the one raid message? That's strange. Well, anyway, good night, folks. Good night. Sleep well. Don't let the bedbugs bite. I will catch you all again next week. Goodbye. Good night.